So one of the fastest growing niche brands is Initio Parfums, and I've loved this brand for so many years now. And I love fragrances like Rehab and Atomic Rose, and there's so many great fragrances. In today's episode, we're going to be focusing our attention on the 5 Initio fragrances that I think do amazingly well in the summertime. I'm excited to share my list with you and also tell you about a special event coming up, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's video and I tell you about these 5 Initio fragrances for the summertime, why I think they do so well in the summertime, and also let you know about a special event coming up, I do want to start things off by mentioning that if you are a fan of fragrance-related content, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. It would mean so much to me. Make sure to hit that bell icon so you can be notified whenever I do upload future videos to the channel. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you learned something today, or if you take something of value from today's episode. Now, there is going to be an event on June 29th at Saks Fifth Avenue in New York City. I'm gonna leave the address and the time and the RSVP information down below. It's going to be an Initio masterclass. You don't have to pay a price of admission. It's completely free. I hope to see you there. I know there are limited spots available, and we've already had a bunch of RSVPs because I initially made an announcement a few weeks ago, and some people have called in, so I look forward to meeting you in person. If you can be there, I would love to be able to shake your hand and just have a good time together and to share this passion that unites us. So Initio Parfums, amazing brand, super high quality, unique and original fragrances. And the first one that does so incredibly well in the summertime is none other than High Frequency. If you are a fan of notes like jasmine and magnolia, these clean white floral ingredients with a touch of almond and this clean bed of musk residing in the base, you're gonna fall in love with this fragrance. I also should mention that if you're a fan of Pegasus by Parfum de Marly and you want to get something that smells kind of similar to that with a really rich, high quality, realistic and natural jasmine ingredient, you have to try a High Frequency. Amazing fragrance. Of course, this also contains hedione, which activates the pleasure center of the brain, and it almost has like a pheromone-like effect. Whenever you see these Initio bottles in the purple color, they all contain hedione, which is an amazing ingredient. It's a synthetic ingredient, but it's an amazing ingredient used in fragrances, and Initio uses a lot of that. The next fragrance that I want to talk to you about is called Addictive Vibration. So this one has a lot of floral ingredients in it as well. There's actually apple blossom and orange blossom, but you also have a touch of honey, vanilla, and musk. If I'm remembering correctly, this fragrance was composed by Maurice Roussel, who is a Simrise perfumer. He is an incredibly talented individual. He's done fragrances for Lolita Lempicka, which is now just called Lempicka. And this one with the honey and the floral ingredients, very magnetic, perfectly unisex, and that's the case with all Initio fragrances. But of course, when we're talking about Initio, especially if you're thinking of fragrances like Oud for Greatness or Rehab, or Side Effect, these are fragrances that people love to wear when it gets colder out. So these are definitely some great offerings for the hot weather. The next fragrance I want to talk about, of course, is Atomic Rose. Atomic Rose did really, really well upon release. Amazing natural smelling rose with a touch of vanilla in the dry down. This stuff is amazing. The warmth of that resinous, that ambery vanilla goodness that you're gonna get. But the rose is definitely this bright and animated floral ingredient that can be enjoyed very comfortably in the summertime. And so of course you think of floral ingredients. I personally love to wear floral fragrances in the spring, and I don't wear every single floral fragrance that I can find my hands on or get my hands on. There are certain floral ingredients that I don't love, like narcissus and freesia and a lot of heady florals I can't get along with, but there's something about Atomic Rose that I love. We also have my wife's favorite, Musk Therapy. So the musk in here, the black currant, that also gives off a bit of a musky vibe. There's a sort of creamy lactonic quality underneath, and I've very quickly grown to associate this scent with my wife because she loves it to bits. And Musk Therapy is definitely one of the most attractive and one of the most magnetic scents that Initio Parfums has released. There's definitely something very alluring about this one, especially when you smell it in the air. It makes you want to follow the trail. There's an enduring, long-lasting quality about it, and I personally love Musk Therapy. Of course, I also like the other fragrance from the same collection, which is called Rehab. Rehab has the vetiver, the bergamot. It has this spicy component to it as well, and you can actually wear Rehab in the summertime as well, especially if you're wearing these fragrances in a climate-controlled environment. You can enjoy them whenever, but personally, I really do like Rehab. And then the fragrance in the #1 spot, it's a newer release by the brand, and of course, it is Oud for Happiness. Now, Oud for Happiness has a spiciness, it has a little bit of sweetness, but it also has this verdant, this green accord that really gives it this beautiful earthy texture, and I think it increases the versatility of the fragrance so much. Now, of course, there's also the namesake, right? Oud. Oud for Happiness. So you have this oud in the base, but it's a very accommodating oud. Doesn't smell animalic, doesn't have a barnyard quality about it. The green quality, the sweetness, the spiciness, that freshness that you get from the citrus in the opening as well makes it such an amazing contender for the hotter weather. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I would have made a top 10, but I don't think there are 10 Initio fragrances for the summertime. There are a bunch that are versatile. You can wear them all 4 seasons, but I think these are the 5 that are going to serve you very well in the summer. Thank you for joining me today. And also, if you're available, if you live in the area, there is going to be an event at Saks Fifth Avenue on June 29th. Once again, all of the information is going to be down below. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit that bell icon so you could be notified whenever I do upload these videos to the channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.